The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right, so it sounds like we're diving into a place that's got it all today. Sun, surf, maybe even a little bit of history. Am I right?
You got it.
Wow.
We're talking about New South Wales, Australia.
New South Wales. Right. Bring on the roofs and the Harbor Bridge.
Yep.
So what are we looking at today in terms of like what's piqued our interest?
Well, we've got a ton of source material about New South Wales, from travel blogs and articles to even some tourism brochures, it seems like.
Classic tourism brochures.
Yeah.
Always promising the trip of a lifetime.
Exactly. But hey, sometimes they're right, you know?
Totally. All right. So we're going to try and dig through all of that, figure out what's worth getting stoked about, what's maybe a little bit hyped up, and what hidden gems we can uncover, right?
That's the plan. And there's a lot to unpack, from those iconic landmarks everyone knows to those under-the-radar spots just waiting to be discovered.
Okay, love it. So where do we even start with a place as iconic as New South Wales?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got that image in their head, right? The Sydney Opera House, those white sails glowing in the sunshine. It's like you see a picture and you instantly know, boom, Sydney.
Right. It's such a unique and recognizable building.
It is. And it's not just a pretty face, you know. I was reading that its design, it's actually like super significant architecturally.
Oh, absolutely. It's considered a masterpiece of modern expressionist architecture. Those shell-like sails, they're not just for looks, they're actually incredibly complex and functional, designed to reflect sound and light in really interesting ways.
No way. See, I always thought it was just like, hey, let's make a building that looks like a giant sailboat. But it's cool. There's like actual thought behind it. But New South Wales is way more than just Sydney, right?
Oh, way more. I mean, Sydney's amazing, don't get me wrong. But if you venture beyond the city, there's a whole world of natural wonders and cultural experiences waiting to be explored.
Okay, spill the tea. Give me some of these hidden gems.
Okay, how about this? Imagine standing before ancient Aboriginal rock art hidden away in the outback. We're talking about art that's thousands of years old.
Well, seriously.
Yeah. And it's not just a few drawings either. These are sprawling galleries of ancient stories and traditions carved into the landscape itself.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's like stepping back in time and connecting with the oldest living culture on Earth.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list for sure. What else?
Let's see. Have you ever seen pictures of those dramatic lighthouses perched on cliffs with the waves crashing all around them?
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
Well, New South Wales has a bunch of them dotted along the coast. And they're not just pretty to look at either. Each one has its own unique history, filled with tales of shipwrecks, storms, and the brave souls who kept the lights burning.
Okay, that's giving me some serious lighthouse keeper with the mysterious past vibes. What? Okay, this is all amazing. We haven't even gotten to the surf yet, and I'm already like ready to book a flight. Which, speaking of surfing, we got to talk about it. I mean, New South Wales is practically synonymous with riding waves.
Oh, 100%. With hundreds of miles of coastline, you've got everything a surfer could dream of. Consistent swells, point breaks, beach breaks, reef breaks. It's no wonder Australia's produced some of the world's best surfers.
Yeah. And like Bondi Beach is obviously the most famous, right? But I feel like it's almost too iconic. Like if you're really trying to like experience the soul of Australian surf culture, maybe Bondi's not the spot.
Yeah, Bondi's definitely got that seen and be seen vibe. It's great for a visit, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for something a little more off the beaten path, with a more laid-back feel, New South Wales has you covered.
Okay, so where should we be paddling out to instead?
Well, for starters, there's this one spot I read about. It's a sheltered cove, perfect for beginners, gentle waves, and there's a surf school right there on the beach.
Perfect. Learn the ropes, literally, without getting totally wiped out by a massive wave.
Exactly. But then, if you're feeling adventurous and you want to level up your skills, there's this hidden gem further south. It's known for its challenging waves, but also, because it's a bit off the grid, way fewer crowds.
Fewer crowds, you say. That's always a plus. All right, so we've hit the iconic landmarks. We've talked about the surf, but there's one more thing we got to cover. The Blue Mountains. It's like this whole other side of New South Wales, right? Mm-hmm. One minute you're on the beach, soaking up the sun. The next you're surrounded by these ancient mountains.
Right. It's crazy how quickly the landscape changes. You go from those golden beaches to these dramatic cliffs and canyons, all covered in these incredible eucalyptus forests. It's a completely different world.
So how do these mountains even get so blue? Like, did someone spill a giant bucket of blue paint?
I wish. It's actually pretty cool. You see those eucalyptus forests.
Yeah.
So they release this fine mist of oil into the air, and when sunlight hits it, it creates that distinctive blue haze that gives the mountains their name.
Whoa, so it's like a natural Instagram filter.
Exactly. Nature's own photo editing.
That's awesome. But I feel like the Blue Mountains are more than just a pretty picture, right? There's got to be stuff to do up there.
Oh, tons. You've got hiking trails that wind through ancient rainforests, waterfalls cascading down sheer cliff faces, and lookouts with views that stretch for miles.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm all for a good view, but I need some adventure too.
Oh, you've got it. You can go abseiling down waterfalls, rock climbing, even canyoning through narrow gorges, or if you prefer something a bit more laid back, you can take a scenic cable car ride over the valleys.
See, now that's what I call options.
Exactly. And don't forget about the cute little mountain towns dotted throughout the region. They're full of local crafts, cozy cafes, that kind of vibe.
Ooh, little post-hike coffee and pastry. I'm sold.
Right.
Man, I knew New South Wales was diverse, but this deep dive has seriously blown my mind. Beaches, mountains, ancient history. What's not to love?
It's true. New South Wales has something for everyone. It's the place that really does reward exploration.
All right, so the million-dollar question. If you had to pick just one thing to experience in New South Wales, where would you even start?
Man, that's a tough one. Would it be the buzz of Sydney with its iconic landmarks and world-class dining? Or maybe the thrill of catching a wave on a pristine beach? Or would you choose to lose yourself in the ancient beauty of the Blue Mountains?
See, I told you, it's got it all.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.